15 minutes then.
Welcome to Maz's channel. Didn't you want to start like that?
You can do it. Go on, oh God, carry
It
on.
was literally just a shock.
It did.
You about to go, Happy Tuesday.
I know.
What is it? Oh, it's Friday.
It's
Anyway.
It's Friday. And I was going to do that, and it's like, why the fuck do I do that? It's so shit and boring. And I'm always like, you can't program me. And it's like, I program myself for that bullshit.
Yeah.
Every time, hi, Happy Tuesday. Oh, I just thought we were just having we were slagging Jeff Bezos off. And I was like, should we just talk about it? And do you want to do a video with me? So we got gigantic cups of tea. And then both laughed at how gross it looked. Like, he doesn't like his face with his beard so tight.
No, it looks silly. You can see like a line there halfway down my beard, and that's my jawline.
That's nice.
It's not, because when I smile, I'm not going to do it. It looks stupid.
Shut up, as if you're not going to smile in this whole time.
No, but okay, then if I smile, I'll look somewhere else.
Go on, what do you mean? But then they look like dimples, look.
Oh no, it just looks gone.
No, people haven't. Lorraine had them pierced to make dimples.
Yeah, I know, but I don't. They're not natural dimples.
What is it about?
No, yeah, like my face was slammed into a bunk bed
What
when I was a kid. No, it's not a real dimple. It's actually like a scar from being slammed into a bunk bed.
Oh my God.
I think that's true.
Who did that?
I don't think it was a person. I think I fell into the bunk bed. I think.
Are you sure?
I think.
Is that
I
what you were
don't
told
know.
to say?
Do you know what? If you kind of went, if someone went, no, that's horseshit, Mark. That's a real dimple. I go, oh, I've misunderstood that my whole life. Like,
oh my God!
it's a bit like when I worked out that cats don't have 9 lives.
Yeah.
I was like 18.
That's so funny.
I was like, wait a minute. That can't be true. It's a bit like sort of like the moment I realised that carrots don't make you see in the dark.
Yeah.
I remember going on a spree of carrot eating when I was young, and it made fuck all difference.
Oh,
So I was like, wait a minute. And then I asked, and it was like, no, it's bollocks. I was like, oh, right, okay. So, but carried on believing everything anyway.
Until you broke through.
Until it met you.
We were just laughing about my jumper, because I was like, it's going to make all the people paranoid. It's like Illuminati. And I said in the thumbnail I was going to do that. Cover one eye up and do the devil horns.
There we are. There's your thumbnail. Wait a sec. I'll move out.
No, get in. That's the thumbnail.
I need to be doing
And I was laughing because... Yeah, you need to do something. What do they do? Who knows?
I hang myself in the back or something.
Oh my God, it's so funny. So flipping funny.
You've got an audience, haven't you? It's always nice when you hit record, because I go, if you put it on, because the amount of these if you record, you go,
I don't do that anymore. I just don't do anything.
yeah, I know.
But they've been doing this one, look.
If someone said, has anyone ever seen your legs?
My legs. I don't
Has anyone
know.
ever seen them?
Why?
Because if he went now, he went, do you know Maz is disabled? You'd go, okay, that makes sense.
Fuck off.
That makes sense. Like,
It's because if I sit up, I'm going to knock you out the way.
It's like there's no definition. Look, you there go, look, see, I've got legs.
Got some legs.
Got a knee. There's my knee, and I can move it autonomously.
Right, there we go. So shall we talk about Jeff Bezos?
Yeah.
Shall we?
What, the story you read the other day?
Well, yeah.
About him essentially deconstructing landmarks to move his yacht through.
Yeah, hang on. I'm all scared. I look like that fucking lollipop lady. Cockeyed knocker. Jesus
She's awful.
Christ. Me or her?
No, the lollipop lady.
Yeah.
I don't think she's a lady. She's like a hybrid.
She is. I feel bad because it's like, you shouldn't judge, should you? But it's like, by the way, why are we in this town that I grew up in this town and we're like living in it? Although we've got our marching orders, haven't we? Got a year to find a new place, a new home.
At this rate, the way the prices are escalating, we'll be sort of like, we'll be leasing a shed for 6 months.
I know, it's horrible.
All for the bargain price of £900 a month.
Yeah. But I think that's the fear, but also that's what you've got to get all right with, haven't you? It's like Jordan Peterson says, like, if you clean up your house, clean up your damn room, it's like inside, everything's
What if
right.
you don't have a house or a room?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So anyway, that fucking bald bloody Dr. Evil. No, not Dr. Evil.
Yeah,
Is it Dr.
yeah,
Evil?
yeah. Or Vince, the little one.
Vince.
Mini-me.
Yeah. Bezos.
Mm.
Yeah, he does look like that, doesn't he? Yeah, he's got a fucking big super yacht thing. Is that right?
Yeah.
And they're taking the fucking bridge down in Amsterdam so he can fucking drive his big fucking ship through it. And I thought that was like, not that this makes it any better really, but when I read the story quickly, like, I presumed that it was like, you know, like taking cargo across the world or something. Like, I don't know, delivering parcels.
It's like the paperboy of the oceans.
Yeah.
Throwing parcels. Here you go. Maud!
Oh, bastard.
Yeah, but no, it's private, like its own fucking island, essentially.
No, I didn't realise that. I should have, because it was super yacht, not super fucking ship with like super delivering ship.
I wonder if his headquarters of Amazon or whatever Jeff Bezos' headquarters is now will be registered to the ship, because you don't pay tax on the ship, do you?
No.
Sea tax.
Yeah. Don't you just think it's just grotesque though? We were talking about it last night, like, it's gross. It's foul, like, that amount of wealth and doing shit like that. Like, it's fucking gross. I'm sick of it.
It's a grotesque
like,
phenomenon.
all of them, all of those billionaires, is it billionaire?
Billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, billionaires, yeah.
Is Elon Musk a billionaire?
Billionaire, like, he's the
We
number
were
one.
looking the other day.
He's richer than Bezos now.
Elon Musk is.
Yeah.
And he dares to fuck with nature. Same as Bezos and all these other crooks. Just whacking stuff in the sky or implanting people. It's just, they're fucking with nature. Isn't that like the definition of like Antichrist in a way? It's like,
Well, yeah.
God, it's like opposite to like nature. And anyway.
Yeah. It's definitely the opposite of God, isn't it?
Yeah. Giving myself a headache.
I've got a headache from about 7:30 in the morning.
I keep getting cheekbone ache as well. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, I do that when I false laugh a lot.
Oh, I'm not being false laughing. I've been miserable.
I do that in the playground with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh, really? Excuse me.
Oh, it's so funny. I don't. I just stand there on my own like this.
So, listen, do you want to talk about where we're at? Like, what the fuck are you on about? I don't know. News? Do you want to talk about astrology? What did you want to talk about?
Oh, yeah. Well, I wrote a load of notes down there, but they're like...
Can you show people your new invention?
Oh, it's not quite ready. I
No,
guess it is.
no little sneakers peekers?
Yeah, go on. I'll sneakers peekers. Shall
I
I?
think you should.
Hang on
I
now.
think you should.
Hang on. I thought they were all going to wobble.
That's great. You'll be pleased to know I bought my prop bag as well.
No, you fucking didn't.
Mr. Chuckles is here with his marbles.
Show and tell. I can't
Well.
believe you brought your bag.
Right, it's time to start selling.
Oh my
No,
god.
I'm only joking.
It's so funny. Like, we've been making stuff. Well, you have, haven't you?
We have, yeah.
We have. But, yeah, I'll, do you want to talk about your
No.
journey?
No. I was literally just piggyback. If you'd run short on content, I'd got micro chessboards I could pull out.
So funny. Like,
Got
look
everything.
at
Even, look, I've even got the printout of Agenda 21
Oh
if we get bored.
God, that is so funny. How long have we been going? Look.
9 minutes.
We
Yeah.
did this last time. Like,
Is this too long?
well,
How long is the video meant to be?
I don't fucking give a shit
I
anymore.
watched a Rogan video for 4 hours the other day, so we're good to go.
I know. And anyway, like, what is anyone ever looking for or after?
I think distraction.
Definitely, but I've been horrendous, haven't I, recently? So I've
Why don't you
got...
share your screen time with everyone?
God, I don't think I can.
Alright, we're all on a journey.
Oh my God, just know that it's high. Just know that it's high. It's extremely high. Don't say it.
I went,
Oh my God.
it's high.
I mean, I would confess, but I don't think people would even believe it. And then I'm like, but I use it for sleep music as well. But even if you took off, like, sleeping time...
Even if you took out a whole night's sleep. A whole night's sleep.
Stop! And, like, in my, like, defence, I'm always like, well, I'm not watching it. It's not like I'm stopped watching it. I'm always doing stuff. I've got so much nervous energy.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's playing. It's like, it's using something. So I think screen times, even if you play entertainment through music,
I know, yeah.
I think that would be classed.
It is. It's because it's consuming, isn't it?
Yeah.
So even though I'll go, yeah, well, it's I've listened to 4 documentaries. It's like, yeah, and like, what's the difference between that and watching? You know, what do normal people do? Watch back-to-back Hollyoaks.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but like, surely there's got to be like, if you're watching stuff that is furthering your knowledge or perceived knowledge on something.
Yeah.
Like,
But a lot of times that's horseshit. No, deep down.
no, I don't know, is it?
Deep down, all we need to do is just...
What was the last thing you watched the documentary on?
That scared me. A proper documentary.
Well, what, a documentary? Like, you watched 3 yesterday. What was one of them?
It was the, do I have to say, like, the truth? I don't know.
No.
It was something really fucking, it was something like Jutopia or something like that. It was something like that. And then, yeah, like I've listened to a couple of like Manly P Hall things today. And
Yeah.
yesterday I listened to some audio books of like some...
Normally you watch stuff with some sort of like doctor attached, or someone who's dedicated their life to researching something, who's distilling their knowledge, whatever that would be.
Do I?
That's what normally would quite a like. That Dan guy who you listen to. Dan
Winter.
Yeah, so I didn't want to say his surname just in case, but like, yeah, him.
In case what?
I don't know, in case he was like a secret, like, and he didn't want anyone else to know.
No.
I don't know.
But I don't agree with him. He thinks the moon's a fucking metal, hollow object. It's like, how can you even perceive that when you look at it in integrity? You know? I'm not saying it couldn't be, because I don't know anything. But like, come on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I don't know.
I struggle with that.
Where are you on the alien shit these days? This is what boggles me sometimes.
I don't know. So yesterday, I was thinking about it temporarily. I thought, if the I went back to my if the COVID narrative is collapsing, which I don't really believe it is.
Yeah.
But if it right, not the COVID, the climate. When the climate narrative collapses.
Yeah.
Which it probably is already. Like, I don't know if mass people...
Is it all collapsing at once?
Yeah, but the climate one needs to stay. That narrative can't go. Because that is the thing. I mean, I've got a printout on this.
Oh my God. Look at him. He's literally...
Look at that.
What is that?
This is the United Nations Sustainable
Agenda
Development. This was a conference in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in 1992. And in 1992, they were then sent away. They were sent away and given 5 years to come up with a plan of how we would save the planet. But the reality is there's no actual scientific evidence the planet needs fucking saving. But all the measures in here seem to be for a hell of a lot of control over nothing. Funny. And so I since this has all started collapsing, right? Can I talk about this? Is this at all interesting?
Yeah, you should. And also, although it's really, yeah, you should.
You
and
sure?
then we should put a link.
If you think it's boring, listen, I won't be offended.
We could put a link.
You normally talk about the stars and gestation and
How long are you intending to go on for?
Like 10 seconds.
Brilliant.
Maybe a minute.
Stretch to 3 or 4 if you like.
What minutes?
Why not?
No, a minute is fine. I can wrap it up because actually,
Yeah,
you know when you
take
suddenly
as
become
much-
self-aware and you go, this isn't the Cancelling the Light podcast available on Spotify and Apple Music.
Check out the link in the description. Also,
Yeah,
visit my
my
Etsy
thing
shop.
is, the narrative appears to be all collapsing, but I don't think it's collapsing. I think this is all part of it because, you know, governments will be centralised. There'll be a centralised world government. And so surely how you get rid of governments nationally is by causing chaos so that people don't believe that national governments are the solution. So we need a global governance. And then people go, well, wait a minute, in England at the minute, we've got councillors being talked about as having more power, like mayors, and people go, that's great, that's more power locally, but it's not how the system would work. It's like, great, you get to pick what side of the fucking road your bin was delivered on.
Yeah.
When it came to human rights, that was by the essential who they would report to, and that wouldn't be a central government in England, that would be part of the global governance. And of course, that's the fucking problem. It's like, well, would you get to speak to anyone? It's like, of course fucking not. This is where we go to algorithm city, isn't it? Where everything is done. All right, I think that's 2 minutes, isn't it?
No, I don't think it was.
Wasn't it?
I feel like it was like 10 seconds.
Okay, maybe because I was speaking really quickly. But
You were, that was impressive. I don't know what you said there.
But here's the problem on my point on the UK, right? Everyone goes, yay, mandatory vaccines have been dropped. This is brilliant. You're seeing this stuff in America as well. They're protected better by the Constitution, but I think you've got shit to come. However, when it comes to over here, people go, oh, we dropped it, we've won. There's no mandate on NHS nurses to get the vaccine or care workers or anything like that. That's great. Yee, we've won. But as all this Partygate shit is going on, which is essentially about British politicians having parties while we were under lockdown, if you're from America or wherever, which I know most of our audience is, well, that's been happening, but that's a massive cover-up for something that's happening at the minute, which is a reformation of the Human Rights Act. And what it's actually proposing to do is take away someone's sovereignty, right? And essentially their individual rights are weighed upon the rights of the community at all times. Pure socialism, and it's a bad idea. And it sounds good because you go, yeah, but this is for the good of others. But if you think about it, in the context of a vaccine, is that you would then be mandated to have the vaccine for the good of the community, and your individual rights were no longer, important. So I believe that it was always meant to fall at the final hurdle, and none of these mandates would ever go through because they would have been legally opposed at the point of putting them through. I think this was all so that they could create smoke screens to actually reform the Human Rights Act, so that when COVID-21 comes about, they're like, oh, all the legislation's ready, we're good to go, we've got a 21 billion track and trace program underway, let's go. And people go, brilliant, can we avoid all the lockdowns we did before, but just by having this vaccine that you've developed in 4 days? And they go, yes, do that, and you will be transhuman within minutes. So that's the plan, Agenda 21. I'll tell you more on my channel, Cancelling the Light.
Oh my god, you can't have a channel there because you imagine it's
No, got mine taken down.
Because he's that intense.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck this. There's too many bits.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
But that's what
Could you have a new channel though?
Yeah, well,
Why don't you just have a Cancelling the Light channel then?
Yeah.
There you go. Subscribe down below.
Subscribe
For
down
more
below.
of this. More of this.
Holler and like.
Oh my god.
So that's what I got to bring to the table, Maz. So I don't know what that is. The whole
Can we laugh about this for a long time?
Yeah, for as long as you want. Chick.
Oh, I love you.
I even look. I was in the swimming baths the other day. Make it like
Swimming bath.
it's got no, waiting for Charlie at martial arts.
Right.
Yeah, it's horrific.
I thought, fucking swimming bath.
It's horrific. You should read this stuff.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Preamble. Even that. It's like, is that an actual serious word? Preamble, or isn't that just a load of bollocks before something? Preamble.
No nation can achieve this on its own, but together we can in a global partnership for sustainable development.
They're disgusting. What's the answer, guys? What's the answer? It's like...
I'm sure people that watch you in America.
I don't know. I don't trust those analytics. It's
But
bullshit.
maybe, but probably. Like friend motion. Yeah. Well,
Jerky.
yeah, so like it must be quite weird. It's just weird everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, actually, a lot of my people that I watch in return, so I guess you'd say like friends, in a way, are in Canada as well, and that's it's just like,
Well, they've got all that going
I
on.
don't know. We've been pondering for a while. I've been feeling like, actually, I can't even be asked to go into it. It's like, which part have I been feeling like?
Well, go on, yeah, go into it.
I can't really be bothered. Just about how we've spoken about how maybe we can get away with it here because of the geographical size, the smallness of the UK and the diversity. That like actually that's a good thing, and because it's so small and so intense, and this like woke agenda and political correctness and all this lunacy seems to like happen over here as well, like that maybe it's just unfeasible to sustain. I don't know. Personally, when this bullshit first happened, I felt like it was a test, and like spiritually as well, but I mean like in terms of like what these people are actually doing, the testing compliance, the testing how the bodies are assimilating these new mRNA technologies, and the testing all sorts of shit, and feels like a testing period. So frameworks being laid for something much more serious, and anything more serious is more serious. So it's like, because COVID was it's fucking 99.8% survival. So anything lower than that and people would shit the pants and lock down straight away anyway.
Well, they found a smallpox somewhere, didn't they, a few months ago? It's like they've done gain of function on like H1N1 and Zika virus and stuff. So it's like there are things with a much higher mortality rate, up to 80%, 60 to 80%, which they've had developed since around about the same times as this was. So it's like, I tend to agree. I always remember this quote from Bill Gates. You remember, it's like, well, if you don't pay attention to this one, you will the next.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh God. What I've been sort of feeling into, because I don't like to sit in this paradigm where it's like good and evil and the world is like dark and run by dark people, and I do think a lot of it is perception, but in times like these, it's like all this shit comes forward for us to see it and observe it. It's not for us to ignore it and put our heads in the sand and go, oh, it's not happening, I'm on New Earth. It's like we have to create a new paradigm by becoming aware of the rotten one that we're sat in, and so I've been trying to think a lot about like like, we play devil's advocate a lot, don't we, with conversations, and just like how a lot of people don't have to be, how not everyone has to be in on something for the evil plot to be going, you know, for the whatever beast to be attacking. It's like, we do it, we the people do everything, don't we? And it's like, yeah, I don't know, we were laughing, weren't we, earlier about mind control and about how, like, we're all under mind control.
How much is, you know, how much of it there is.
Yeah.
Just because, like, we don't always know why we do the things we do.
Yeah.
We don't know.
And now, like, with the phones and stuff, and like just the distractions everywhere, and the you know, the intrusive advertising and all the, you know, all the shit they do, gathering data on you so they can, an algorithmic shit, it's all fucking disgusting and just takes away autonomy, doesn't it? And it just consumes, oh, my ears are hurting. Okay.
It's how it's just all, everything's commercial. It's like, you are to be sold to, you are to...
Yeah.
All messages be reared towards you. It makes it very difficult to then go, am I responsible for my own decision making if all my content is curated for me?
Yeah.
You're sort of led down a path, aren't you?
Yeah. But I mean, like, we've been laughing at my screen time, but like, what the fuck? Like, that's mind control. Total fucking mind control. Anyway, I'm bored now, and it's nearly half an hour. I'm just going to share that quickly.
Yeah.
Or should I? Shall I
think
just
you
wait
should.
and do it in another one?
I think you should.
Who's going to watch 26 minutes of us talking shit?
Maybe more than you think. Show it in the next one as well, but just shit.
Are you sure?
This is the point. You've got to
I
show
know,
this
but
stuff.
it's like, if those analytics are to be believed, people don't watch past fucking 5-6 minutes anyway.
Well, there we are then. So it shows you to show the picture next time, right at the beginning of the video.
Right on.
Hi, this is a video. I'll talk about Jon Snow next. I mean...
So let's stick it in at the front.
No, talk about
next
it now.
To my Illuminati.
Show your thing.
Alright then, so I've been doing the birth charts for ages now, haven't I? And haven't I, as if anyone knows. I've been painting astrological birth charts, natal charts. And since then, and I'm still on my own astrological journey, and I've been dipping my flipping nose down a lot of different types of astrology and using different zodiacs and figuring out what feels right by using my own birth chart and addressing my own shortcomings or challenges or, you know, negative polarities of a certain archetype. And anyway, and I've mentioned over the months or whatever that the fixed stars, the nakshatras, there's like ancient Sanskrit writings on these, and I personally feel like if we stick to the nakshatras and we remove the zodiac, it takes away the whole tropical western debate that everybody's arguing over, because at the end of the day, even though I hate that saying, it's all just a circle of stars in the sky, and the nakshatras have got some really beautiful wisdom attached to them, and they've got little sutras written about them and stories and deities attached to them, but they are definitely related to the journey of the zodiac as a whole, regardless of which way you're perceiving it, from Aries through to Pisces. And in my opinion, I feel like the astrology is like, it's like the journey of the zodiac is like the journey of the soul, and it's like the 12 different archetypes and, you know, these different feelings and experiences that we'll go through on our journey of the soul. So it's all super relevant. Anyway, blah blah. So I've done a small painting just to check it out. This is my birth chart, and I've just done the nakshatras, so I'm just gonna show you. Oh mate, look, you can see all the wobbles on it.
Don't be silly, it looks well cool.
You can see them a bit. So anyway, should I just hold it like that?
Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, you hold it. Thank you. Oh, he's such a lovely little imp, aren't you? Oh man, look how wobbly.
Don't be
bobbly
silly.
it
I
is.
was
All right,
moving
okay.
it then.
So
Fine.
anyway, so that's the glorious, potentially flat Earth. He thinks I'm mental, but that's
though,
this
innit?
is how I perceive the universe. So there's the Earth, and
Going close to that because that looks really
Okay.
cool. Yeah. Looks right cool. Do that slight angle like that. Crop. Colour grade. Yeah, it's lovely.
oh thanks. Oh, don't show the washers.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and I've put like resin on it to make it nice and shiny, and I made the planets, and so like you can see like the big sun and the moon. I've not finished yet. That's right, and I'm gonna do a little key, you know, to show what nakshatra it's in, what sign it's in, what house it's in. But the super cool. So we've been making. Just, you know, so it's fun. It's nice.
It's great.
I've not finished it yet, but yeah, it's lovely. So
Make sure you drop your inquiry to the comments.
So no, seriously, if anybody would like one, email me at maztrig.com. Does my website work?
Yeah.
I've done a website, but I don't think it's quite working, is it?
It's working. It's probably not quite custom enough for you.
I think it
Is it?
Fuck knows. I
Can't
don't give a
remember
shit.
now.
I got a website. I had to, but anyway, which I've not really done much on. But I think you can get in touch with me through there as well. So, what is it again, mate? Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf in MAGA.
Lone Wolf in MAGA.
Yeah.
MAGHA.
As in the Nat Satcher.
Yeah.
That's Nat.
Nakshatra.
No, Satcher. Whoa.
Like that. MAGA. Where my moon is. Lone Wolf in MAGA. And yeah, and I think basically that these are really cool little things to have. Because even now, still like years into my own journey, I'm learning so much about myself. Like, and it's so true. It feels so true to me. Like, a lot of my issues are, you know, like rage and aggression. Like, I've had quite your face then. It's so funny. Like, just like,
No. Carry on. Sorry now.
yeah, no, just like managing this energy, and like the more I've known my own birth chart, it's like it's all this jazz down here. I've got Mars, Pluto, K2 all on top of each other, and they're quite the three. Oh!
No, I'm joking.
Oh my god!
I'm joking.
It's too much. It's too
Carry
much.
on. You've got Mars when you came.
Yeah, nothing. I'm just basically, it helps me be like, yeah, all right. Like, I have a pattern or a innate feeling of anger or rage sometimes, which I suppress, and it shows up in certain ways, you know, and has done since I was a child, you know, like having a bit of a disturbed childhood as well, and it's all in my 4th house, and yeah, it's really interesting. And some of my own issues now that we're always laughing about, like, is my stop-start nature, and like how I'm quite indecisive sometimes and not very assertive, and I feel like so much is sort of shown to me to validate in my own birth chart. I'm just talking shit, and now I feel like I don't even want to post a fucking video because
No,
I
you're
think
just
it's
wrapping it
10
up.
minutes.
Oh, don't do this again.
Oh, no.
Don't do this again. No.
Well, because that's just exactly part of that problem, innit?
Yeah. listen, she loves these. If you like these, you can buy one. You just don't like ever coming across salesy and shit, do you?
But they
And
are
that's
cool, like,
understandable.
and you know Moolah over here where I've got my sun and Venus. Moolah is actually in Sanskrit. It's called roots. It's the root. It's like the galactic center. So I've put some cogs there, and I thought it was quite cool because of obviously my name that came to me from the spirit. So if you want one, leave me a comment or email me or check out that bloody website or something. Anyway, have a good day. I'm going to leave your shit in the description box as well.
Oh, well.
Mark's a load of amazing podcasts since all this bullshit happened. And you can find it. Where can you find it?
It's kind of like on Spotify. It's on everywhere.
On Spotify.
And it's called Cancelling the Light.
Cancelling the Light.
The Light, yeah.
And there's loads of episodes, isn't there?
Yeah. It's
And
about
there's
probably 17 different ones. But they're all like little documentaries. They're all like fully produced.
Yeah.
I've just been whittering on. Which is also great. I do miss that.
Yeah, but they're amazing. They're really, really good. So check them out. Anyway, let's go and have some fun. Happy Friday. Oh, break the program. What should I end it with? We didn't even fucking talk about Jeff Bezos or anything else, did we? I've just really said fuck all.
See you on the morrow.
See you on the flip side.